Okay, so worship. It's something that we hear every single day that we go to church, and but it's something that has really just sort of diluted, and the meaning of it has sort of just shrunken down. And what I mean by this is, in the 21st century church, we seem to have the idea that worship is just that segment from 10:30 a.m. to 11:20 a.m. where we all get together and we raise our hands, and some of us dance, some of us just raise our voices, and that is the only time. And we go home and that's it, next Sunday repeat again. But I want to break this down and to talk about really what is worship. But before I can, I'm just going to give you a little bit of testimony so you know where I'm coming from. Throughout my life, I've had the opportunity to worship lead and play drums for different churches. Right now, I'm currently worship leading, and I'm discovering something every single day. My knowledge of worship is growing, and I came to the realization that worship is not just what happens here on a Sunday morning. Especially worship leading is something that happens every single day. You're constantly building yourself up. But worship should be something that you do every single day of your life. People tend to have the wrong idea of what worship actually is. And like I just said, it's something that should happen every single day. But it's also something that we should come to the realization that it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice that we make to God. It's a deal that we make with Him that, hey, we're going to worship you because you are God and you are holy and we love you. And I just want to direct you to a message out of the Bible. It's in Romans 12:1. Paul talks to us and he says, "Therefore, I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy," there's a key word there, mercy, "to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. This is your spiritual act of worship." Now, we found a couple things very significant in there. The first thing is offer your bodies as sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. What does that mean? That when we worship God, we need to do it with a mindset of purity, that we need to come forth to Him, not with all this jumbled up mess, not with, we come to worship and what we're thinking about the entire time, all that's going on is what's going on in our lives, or what can I get out of this? And that's something else that I want to go to real quick is, what can you get out of it? A lot of people tend to think that worship is something that is selfish. And it is true that God will bless you if you worship Him. I mean, that's what He wants to do. He wants to bless you for worshiping Him and coming to the realization that He is God and that He can take care of you. That's the whole idea behind worship, is that you sacrifice yourself to Him. The Hebrew word for worship is sagad, and it means literal surrender of your life, to bow down to God. When we surrender ourselves to Him, He will take care of us through the thick and the thin. We find in Job that God tests Job, and Satan comes and he takes everything away from Job. He literally has nothing. Loses his family, loses his house, loses his entire life. But in the end, we see that God delivers him from that and has him take over everything that was against him, and God blesses him. And although it wasn't easy and Job's faith was tested, he surrendered himself. He did that Hebrew word sagad. He lived Romans 12:1. And God delivered him through that, through all the pain and through everything. So guys, just remember throughout your life that worship is not something that happens just on a Sunday. In fact, it should be way more than that. It should be every single day that you live your life. You worship God, whether that is through song, or whether that is through art, or whatever you do, however you live. So guys, thank you for checking out this video. Please like, subscribe to our videos. If you have any questions, put it in the comments section. We'll be sure to get back to you guys just as soon as possible. And we'll be coming out with other videos soon. Please be sure to check those out. Thank you guys. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and like our pictures and everything like that. If you have anything that you'd like us to come speak at, just DM us or email us. Our contact information should be on our account settings. And just get with us, and God bless you guys. Keep living life the way God wants you to.